You're now watching Q News, and here are the top stories for this hour. Israeli media has stated that the Israeli government will meet tomorrow to ratify the prisoner exchange deal. The Israeli Prime Minister office stated earlier that there is no truth to the news that Hamas has submitted its response to the proposal. Israeli media estimates that the exchange deal agreement will go into effect on Sunday. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has met with Finance Minister Bezalel Smotrich to discuss a detainee exchange deal in Gaza. Israeli media reported that a ceasefire agreement is near completion, with hopes for a deal by Thursday. Smotrich has demanded the resumption of intensified fighting 42 days. The deal is implemented, as well as permanent land annexation in Gaza, reduced humanitarian aid, and measures to encourage immigration. Smotrich asserted that he would withdraw from the government if his conditions were not met. Gaza's health ministry have confirmed that the Palestinian death toll from the ongoing Israeli aggression on Gaza since October the 7th has surged to over 46,700, with more than 110,200 injured. The ministry added that Israeli occupation forces committed 6 massacres against families in the Gaza Strip over the past 24 hours, killing at least 62 people and injuring 253 others. At least 13 Palestinians have been killed and others were injured after Israel shelled Gaza City and Nusayrat camp in central Gaza. The Palestinian media reported that the occupation forces targeted Al-Farabi school, which is currently housing displaced people in Yarmouk area of Gaza City. They also shelled a house south of Nusayrat camp, killing 6 people and injuring 7 others. The third meeting of the International Coalition for Supporting a Two-State Solution in the Middle East has begun in Oslo, Norway. This marks the third gathering of the Global Coalition for Implementing the Two-State Solution since it was established in September during the United Nations General Assembly in New York. Israeli occupation forces have stormed the towns of Jabal al-Makbar and Mikhmas in the Jerusalem Governorate. Local sources reported that the occupation forces stormed Jabal al-Makbar accompanied by a bulldozer. The occupation forces also stormed the town of Mikhmas, northeast of Jerusalem, and seized several vehicles. The Israeli occupation forces blew up houses and bulldozed roads in Ait al-Shab, Hanin, and Maroun al-Ras in southern Lebanon. The Lebanese National News Agency reported that the occupation forces carried out a bombing operation in the town of Markaba in the Marja'iyun district. Israeli violations continue in Lebanese territory, leaving a number of injuries despite the ceasefire agreement between the two sides. On November 27th, the ceasefire agreement between Israel and Hezbollah, sponsored by the United States, France, came into effect. Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi said that talks were held in Geneva between Iran, Britain, France, and Germany with the aim of finding a way to resume nuclear talks. Iran's official news agency reported earlier that the talks held in Geneva on January 13th would lead to dialogue continuing regarding Tehran's disputed nuclear program. The talks followed discussions in November. At that time, an Iranian official told Reuters that finalizing a roadmap with Europeans would put the ball in the U.S. court to revive or kill the nuclear deal. And this concludes our top stories for this hour. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more updates here on Q News.